Hello, welcome to the Sideboard one last time here at the StarCityGames.com Modern Open in Louisville, part of the SCG Tour brought to you by Ultimate Guard. Nick Miller alongside our now Open champion, Marshall Arthurs. Congratulations.
Thank you.
From one Ohio guy to another. You had the Dan Muster tweet of approval last night when you ran off the 9-0.
Yeah.
And I saw what deck you were playing. You know, how'd you come to Mardu Pyromancer? Because we've seen it put up a lot of success, but now it's kind of resurged.
Yeah, so I grind on Moto a lot, so I don't really play Standard. Legacy, Modern guy. And that, I don't remember his name, but ran off 40 wins in leagues, undefeated, and it's got to be legit. Played him multiple times, got destroyed every time. Jerry got second with it. Trey Van Cleve got I think a 12th place finish at a Grand Prix with it. So I've been playing it for a while, took it to Grand Prix Hartford, got 30th, some really close matches to stop me from top 8ing, and it's just a powerful deck.
Right, and I think, importantly, Mardu Pyromancer gets a win, but it's also another win for Blood Moon. We get to see all these different decks harnessing the power of Blood Moon, and this deck does it in a way that many of the decks do not.
Yes.
And that's how you rattled off so many wins this weekend. You said you just the power of Blood Moon.
Yeah, and you got Thoughtseized Inquisition. You're constantly looking at your opponent's hand. You know when the coast is clear. There's many times where you can see they have all basics in their hand. So now it's time to not do the Blood Moon plan and transition into the attack creature plan. So the discard element as opposed to like Blue Moon is very powerful. Combo.
Yeah, instead of reacting, you're picking apart what they're doing, hitting them where they're weak.
Yep.
And it was very good for you all weekend. I mean, you were undefeated until round 14, and then you ID'd twice.
Yeah, double ID'd.
You 3-0-6-0'd the top 8.
Yep.
Very few of the games looked close. I mean, the deck looked absurd this weekend.
Yeah, I took a few tweaks from Hartford that I felt that were where I was weak. This deck's a great deck in a Elves, Humans, Affinity meta. I played one Elves deck all weekend. No Humans, no Affinity. So I picked the deck for a certain meta, never played against it.
That's incredible, because those 3 decks were 3 of the top 4 decks. They were all over the place.
Yep.
But as you can see, this deck's powerful enough to handle the rest of the field as well.
Yes.
And I think one interesting thing is how you kind of configure your sideboard to take care of Hexproof, because that's a deck that also kind of preys on some of these decks that we just mentioned.
Exactly. A lot of the builds I've seen run like 2 Liliana, whether it's main or sideboard, and it just doesn't cut it. A smart Boggles player will know exactly how to weave through that. They got Dryad Arbor, and they have Leyline of Sanctity. So the Snare Bridge was a clean answer, would lock them in conjunction with Blood Moon, and just grind them out. You draw a card, attack, play your land. Draw a card, attack, play your land. And then it has splash damage. I played Red-Green Eldrazi, I played Merfolk at the Grand Prix, and it's a turn 3 win card. Just Blood Moon, but it attacks on different access. So
all right, so what's the most memorable moment of the weekend? You did no losing, so what was the coolest match?
Man, I played 3 Amulet decks. That was weird.
Blood Moon pretty good there.
Yeah, it was most memorable. I don't know. It was pretty straightforward.
If you win every match, it's a pretty easy tournament.
Exactly. Blood Moon, I can't say enough about it. Another card is Faithless Looting. That's probably the best card in the deck. It's Modern's Brainstorm. I've seen articles written about it. It's absolutely true. You always want to top deck it. You always want your opening hand. You always want to draw it late game. You can keep bad hands. You can keep mana flooded hands. It doesn't matter what your hand is. That card will get you out. You can draw Blood Moons against a deck that Blood Moon does not hurt. Pitch them. So it's just a fantastic deck. It's great at grinding, and
keep talking like that, people are going to want to ban it. So better be careful there.
Exactly.
Well, you put on a great show this weekend. You just slaughtered everyone. So congratulations one last time, man. Very good job.
Right, thank you.
Send it back over to Patrick and Cedric one last time here in Louisville.